Welcome to Zombie Outbreak Survival. I hope everybody's having a great day. Today we're going to help you prepare your escape plan so that you can survive a zombie outbreak. So grab a pen and paper to take notes because we're doing this together and we're starting right now. There are many things that need to be considered when planning your escape, but these are the main ones. Number 1, what is your final destination? Number 2, how far away is your new destination? Number 3, how many people will be going with you? Number 4, will you need to bring supplies or will they already be there? Number 5, where are you leaving from? And number 6, how will you get there? Remember to watch until the end. I'll be adding a special bonus that can also be used in developing your escape plan. So let's start with number 1. What is your final destination? Do you have a cottage or an island offshore that you think would be a great place to hold out? Maybe it's a relative's place. Regardless of what it is or where it is, you'll need to ask yourself, how long can I hold out there? So how do I know how long I can hold out there? Well, that's a good question. It's answered by asking these questions. Are there natural defenses there or do they need to be built? Are the materials needed to build the defenses there available? Is there room for my entire group? Is there a natural source of water? How much food can I grow, hunt, or scavenge there? How long can I feed my group there? How long your group can be fed is one of the main indications of how long you'll be able to use that particular place as a safe haven. Expect to change locations many times or be, for the most part, forever on the run. Unless you find a place with huge stone walls or concrete walls with enough farmland walled off, expect to be on the run. Number 2, how far away is your new destination? Most people, when considering how far they must travel to get to their destination, take the most direct and shortest route available. Allow for delays due to traffic jams and roadblocks. There will be countless groups of zombies leaving the city searching for food, and yes, that will be you. It'll take time to kill off the smaller groups if need be. It'll take even more time to avoid and skirt around the larger groups of zombies. If your group is large enough, it's always a good idea to send in scouts whenever you enter an area you're not completely familiar with. This will eat up time waiting for them to return and report conditions up ahead. If you haven't been there before, allow for time due to getting lost. It happens. All of this determines how much time it will take to get there to your safe zone and new location. Don't forget to map out more than one way to get there. If the road you're taking is blocked, you will have to find an alternative route. Number 3, how many people will be in your group? This is important to know because it takes approximately 2 acres of land for a family of 4. Will you be taking in other survivors along the way? There is safety in numbers. Does your group have the combined skills needed to survive? If it doesn't, who else do you need? In a world of living against the dead, do you really want to turn away people who could be of use? How many people are needed to survive in order for the human species to continue? So if you like what you've seen so far, hit that like button. And if you want to know more, press the subscribe button and set notifications to all so that you'll be notified on my next video release. You all know the drill. Number 4, will you need to bring supplies or will they already be there? You will of course need to bring enough supplies to get everyone safely to your chosen location, as well as feed everyone until your group gets the hang of farming. I wouldn't count on hunting food on a regular basis. Zombies will be eating as many animals as humans. And in regards to transporting those supplies, is your group large enough to carry the amount of supplies that you need to hold them over for that time? Or are multiple trips needed? In which case, if multiple trips are needed, you really should have most of your supplies already there. Number 5, where are you leaving from? Now this may sound easy, but since we don't know where or when it will break out, you don't know where you'll be. Will the government impose a mandatory lockdown for a few weeks to flatten the curve? Or the government declare martial law and force people into safe zones? Another possibility is that they and the news media will try to cover it up to prevent the spread of panic. This might even prevent news crews from reporting it at all. This means that until the zombie breakouts becomes full-blown and uncontrollable, you won't even know about it to prepare about it. No early warning for you. You could be on a vacation trip not even aware of it breaking out as you sip on your favorite drink on the beach. If you put into a government safe zone, stay ever alert. Keep your eyes and ears open for any sign of infection within the zone. Trying to find out exactly where the zone is possible. And at the first sign of infection, get out of Dodge any way you can. Then it's up to you to make your way home to your supplies or to your safe and final location. Whichever you choose. You hope that'll be that simple. You may have to travel a long way just to get home to your supplies to put into your place your original plan. That is, if your supplies are even still there. Marauders may have stolen them, or the government may have confiscated them when you were escorted to a safe zone for your protection. That may not even be a possibility at this point. Thankfully, you have a plan B. If not, make a plan B. Number 6. How will you get there? Most will be using their cars or trucks. Some will use bicycles. Others still will be using boats. But most people will be walking. Only count on your car or truck getting you part way there. All major roads and highways are going to be a mess. Accidents are going to happen. You may also run into local roadblocks placed in order to prevent the spread. At some point you'll be walking, and you'll remain walking. Now most people, they can walk up to 5 miles per day, depending on their health and their age, unless trained for long distance running or walking. Regardless of your method of travel, you should always be aware of all the exits out of the city. One of the best ways out of any city, of course, is through the less populated areas of the city. The less people living there, the less zombies you'll encounter. Know your city and the multiple routes to your safe haven like the back of your hand. If you have to go on foot, know all the shortcuts for walking around in your city. And you should also know how often those shortcuts are used and when the busiest times for those routes are. Now we're nearing the end, so once again, thank you to all of those who've watched this far. It's appreciated. And now for your bonus tip. So if it is possible, have caches of supplies every 5 or 10 miles or so, marked by GPS coordinates, just in case you have to go it on foot all the way. You'll be able to resupply along that way, and make sure this is done for your alternative routes as well. It'll make it easier for you and your group as you go along. So now for the question of the day. How did you come up with your escape plan for the zombie outbreak? Let me know in the comments section. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe so you can see more videos from Zombie Outbreak Survival, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care, everyone.